Good morning. This morning I am dressed casually because this is my day off, and I will be after the private celebration of the Mass. I'll be going outside and I will be meeting Greg Cianello, and we're going to be planting 3 olive trees and an orange tree. I'll have to at some point tell you a little bit about the story behind all that. But we are planning a kind of a Holy Land garden here at St. Michael, and it's been a kind of a delight for me to get out there and enjoy the sunshine on my day off. But we're here for this gospel, this morning's gospel, which is found in the Gospel of John, chapter 21, verses 1 through 14. Jesus revealed himself again to his disciples at the Sea of Tiberias. He revealed himself in this way. Together with Simon Peter, Thomas called Didymus, Nathanael from Cana in Galilee, Zebedee's sons, and 2 others of his disciples, Simon Peter said to them, "I am going fishing." They said to him, "We also will come with you." So they went out and got into the boat, but that night they caught nothing. When it was already dawn, Jesus was standing on the shore, but the disciples did not realize that it was Jesus. Jesus said to them, "Children, have you caught anything to eat?" They answered him, "No." So he said to them, "Cast the net over the right side of the boat, and you will find something." So they cast it, and were not able to pull it in because of the number of fish. So the disciple whom Jesus loved said to Peter, "It is the Lord." When Simon Peter heard that it was the Lord, he tucked in his garment, for he was lightly clad, and jumped into the sea. The other disciples came in the boat, for they were not far from the shore, only about 100 yards, dragging the net with the fish. When they climbed out on the shore, they saw a charcoal fire with fish on it and bread. Jesus said to them, "Bring some of the fish you just caught." So Simon Peter went over and dragged the net ashore full of 153 large fish. Even though they were so many, the net was not torn. Jesus said to them, "Come, have breakfast." And none of the disciples dared to ask him, "Who are you?" because they realized it was the Lord. Jesus came over and took the bread and gave it to them, and in like manner the fish. This was now the 3rd time Jesus was revealed to his disciples after being raised from the dead. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. There's a number of things in this passage that I think are worth noting, but I'm just going to bring out 2. One of them is the notion of the disciples going back to Galilee. They were instructed to go back to Galilee. And going back to Galilee was like going back to their old way of life. And we see them going back into their fishing business, which Peter was very much a part of, but finding it not quite the same as when they first started out. There's a difference now. They had spent 3 years with Jesus, and after those 3 years of spending with Jesus, the resurrection happened. And so doing what they've always done in the past, well, it probably seemed a little bit shallow in reference to everything that they had experienced with Jesus. The other thing that stands out to me as I'm reading this passage is food. Now, if you recall yesterday in the gospel that we read, it's resurrection evening, and Jesus says, "Do you have anything to eat?" Food and the resurrected body go hand in hand. We're promised a resurrected body, and that resurrected body enjoys food. So here we have again Jesus there on the seashore, and he says to them, "Come, have breakfast." Having breakfast is a delight with a resurrected body. So every time we say those words, "I believe in the resurrection of the body," when we say the creed, I think we should give pause to the great gift of food that is given to us. And not only now, here, that we can enjoy it with friends and loved ones, but also in the future, in our resurrected bodies. Some words to think about. Stay safe and enjoy the sunshine today.